Today, I want to glaze Etheria Restart a little bit because we've been providing a whole lot of feedback for the past couple of days, but we don't really talk about the good things in the game. So we have been having a couple new events in the challenge tab. Funny enough, the event is like here and not in the event tab. So we have been having 3 new events for the past 2 days, and these events have been pretty good comparing to the RNG betting nonsense and the Infinity Whale Train that you literally cannot do anything about. These two are pretty good. You can go in here and most of the time, even if you close your eye and just like do random shit, you're gonna be just fine. You're gonna get your hands on some free stuff. If you can, I like to get my hands on either the shadow print to help me progress in the game, gem or summon or Latus. You can reset the board if you don't think your current board is really good. So most of the time, you can get your hands on resources in the game. And the fights in here are not too crazy, especially for someone who's been playing for more than a week. It shouldn't be any real problem. So free stuff, amazing. And then we have the Cyber Shadow. So in here, you're trying to fight and collect different cards, and you're going to get your hands on even more resources. And you can guarantee yourself this beautiful red shadow print here if you do this daily and you share with your friend to the Discord server, beg people to give you the one that you really need. But I feel like, even though I haven't completed any one of these yet, I feel like at the end of the day, I'm gonna get my hands on some nice bonus resources as well from the meme hunt event, which is amazing. And then we have another event in the event tab, an actual event. So this one is gonna be another sort of a board game RNG event kind of thing. They even use like poker chip in there. So you just click this thing and then you're gonna get some random free stuff, which is amazing. There's literally no effort in this event as well. And at the end, you get more red shadow print. So they are aware of the lack of red shadow print in the game. So you can 6-star character, make your PvE life so much more easier. And the best part, when you go to the exchange shop, there's no hidden cash shop in here to incentivize you to buy more stuff from them. So from this event alone, you can get 2 purple Latus and I think 2 red shadow print if you don't go doo-doo and buy some random stuff in here. Because this is the second day of the event and I've gotten myself 800 of the currency, which means I think you get about 300 to 400 a day, and by the end of 7 days, you're probably going to get enough to buy the red shadow print and the purple Latus. If you want to buy anything more than that, then you do that at the end of the event. But please, the moment you see red shadow print and you see skill up material, you buy those immediately. Okay, like there is no debate. These two are so important for the early game progression. So looking pretty good for the 3 events that are going on right now in the game. A bit of a small feedback. So if you go to the cubic game and when you get your hands on the, let's say, plus 11 plus 12 box, the disparity, the difference between the smallest reward and the biggest one is a little bit too big. Like, I cannot fit that in my mouth kind of big. If your friend get the big ones and you get a small one, like how sad would that be, right? Imagine if you have a friend, okay? If possible, maybe we can make the gap a bit smaller so that you can feel less like an idiot when you pull the small one. Like on stream, I think I pulled like 5 small one in a row. Like, I'm small. Like, at least give me something big in the video game that I'm playing. Am I right? For this one, I cannot guarantee that at the end, I'm going to get my hands on the thing that I really care about, which is the red shadow print. But I have hope, okay? I have hope in humanity that people is going to see my meme wish and they're going to actually help me. That'll be amazing. But we should have it. We should, right? And for the other event here, the Chakra Adventure, I think if you miss a day or two, it is like terrifying. Because you're gonna not get your hands on the things that you really care about, which is the red shadow print and the other red shadow print. So I think if there's an extra day or two to help with the people who miss a day, they can still get their hands on the most valuable reward. They're gonna miss out on the extra, but at least they get their hands on the red shadow print and they don't feel like they miss an entire event by missing the biggest reward, because God forbid they have a life, like a kid, a mom, a job, a school to care about, then they miss a day and then they feel like shit. So maybe a couple of days extra. And then for the people who play every day, who get their hands on all the things, you obviously can get your hands on, let's say, the summon, the mental stabilizer, and all that good stuff. That's going to be very important because with the double drop event happening tomorrow, I am very tempted to go for 3 of this, and then I'm gonna miss out on this. I'm gonna cry, which is gonna be terrible. So I still trying to diamond hand myself and get the red shadow print and the evolution lattice before I do anything else with my currency in the event. But overall, way better event than whatever the shit happened last week. Please keep these kind of event going and people will love you, okay? Because I think event in gacha game is very important. Because for whale, right, they can buy all the funny things in the shop. They don't really care too much about event. I mean, they do, but they can buy their way through the hardship of the game. But for free-to-play player, the casual player base, the 80%, the 90% of the player base who are casual, free-to-play, low spender kind of thing, these are so important to them. And we are food to the whale, right? We are the grass that the whales will graze upon, so they feel better and they spend more money in the game. And you need your free-to-play and casual player base to kind of progress and be a little bit stronger so that we give a challenge to the whale. Because if we can't get our hands on good resources to progress, to put up a good fight against the overlord, then the whales will feel really bored because they are too strong now. So I think events are very important in gacha game because that's going to allow the free-to-play player and the low spender to get stronger, to progress in PvE, to feel like they are progressing together with the whale, but we don't. Like, let's be real, right? But then I also want to give some suggestion. Please, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. This is to make the game even more free-to-play friendly for everyone out there. So in this game, there are currently 7 R characters. And in my opinion, they can all be very useful to the free-to-play and low spender, because for PvP endgame, I think they're going to be a bit too slow in terms of base speed, and their kit is very simple, so they're not going to be like crazy good in PvP. But I think for the free-to-play and low spender, they can be very strong in PvE. For example, Ashu. I've been using Ashu in my manual run with Shadow Sanya because the 3-turn dot is almost as good as Obo. And then there's also this budget-ish Freya, and then we have budget Lily because of the instant turn, but you know, like ultra budget. And then we have some damage dealer situation here with Sybil, and the Andrews are really good as well. For example, I really want to build the blue Andrew because he has a 3-turn cooldown, 2-turn defense break, so I can use him in Doki Doki, for example. And that is incredible. And also Andrew can maybe tank a hit or 2 from the enemy team, but I really need this AoE defense break. So this is like a free-to-play replacement to Claws. Dude, that is like a huge stretch. But you know, if you need AoE defense break and you don't want to build, or you don't have the resources to build a 4-star character, then Andrew can be a great replacement. And then we have the other Andrew. It's kind of weird how the guy with the blue theme is red element and the guy with the red theme is blue element. I swear they're doing this on purpose. So this guy can provide attack down on the enemy team and taunt them. And the same thing with Vice. Vice also have AoE attack down and reduce turn meter together with self-healing so that Vice can be very strong. And he heal himself 15% raw of his max health, not based on his damage output, which is amazing by the way, so that you don't have to do real damage to heal a whole fucking lot. And then you can have taunt in the skill 1 as well. So these characters can be really good. But right now when you play this game, building them feels like you are slapping yourself in the face because the resources including skill up and EXP is so rare. You need a whole lot of them for your other cool character, and you cannot afford to build these characters. And their true value comes when you can max out their skill. However, Micro Latus, the R skill up material, is arguably the rarest material of them all, rarer than Yellow Latus. By now, I think you have, like, if you buy from last week, you get 10 maximum. And a lot of people have 10 Yellow Latus as well, which is crazy, by the way. And because this shop is ridiculously expensive, buying this seems like a throw move. Because if I buy this randomly throughout the week, and by the end of the week, I don't get my hands on this because I miss maybe 50 of the token, then I'm fucked. Like, you have to get this every single week. And I think I'm on track to getting this at the end of the week, but I cannot buy this. I bought this. You can see it 1 out of 5, right? Because I wanted to skill up Ashu for the stream and maxed out the skill 2. I cannot even max out any other skill. I think this being more readily available to the casual player base is going to help us a lot because these R characters can be like the hidden gem it's like restaurant, like cafe, hidden gem. Okay, you see that on like restaurant or cafe TikTok. This can really help the casual player base to have more option so that they can actually beat PvE, because there have been many content creators trying to showcase the Andrew, the Vice, the Kachi, so that you can use these characters and beat even Inferno level if they are at least 5-star, their skill is maxed out in the right team composition to replace the one utility that you really need. So if there's a way to make them 5-star quicker, if there's a way to max out their skill, or they should come max skill, okay? How about we take out micro Latus and you just need the progress material? Like, you still have to farm for their skill up, but you don't need the Latus for these characters. Like, just take them out, please. For those people who have invested into this item in particular, refund them with like more progress material or something like that. Refund them with arena token, because that's literally the only place you can buy that shit. So take this out of the game entirely so that you can max out every single R character if you really want to by farming the progress material. And I think that's going to help a whole fucking lot of free-to-play and low-spending player to try, okay? It's not even a guarantee that if you build these, you're going to win the game. To try to have more option to beat PvE, and I think that is going to be very huge, because building our character right now feels like a luxury. And one more extra thing that I think is in almost every gacha game is the friend support character system. So we have that in the Union boss, which is like incredible. I'm not a crazy pay-to-win player, and my character is not up to par with my guildies, but I can borrow their character. I can borrow their Lily, I can borrow their Messiah, I can borrow their whatever, so that I can participate in the Union boss as well, which is absolutely incredible. You can borrow even up to 2 characters from your guildies, and that is incredible. How is that not a thing in every other part of the game? Like, if I can borrow a Lily from my friend, I can potentially unlock Inferno. And let's say the cap is 5 to 10 times a day. I can do Inferno 5 to 10 times a day, which is not a whole lot. But then that could be a great way for me to put one foot into the door so that I can get 1 or 2 pieces of Inferno worthy gear, and then it can help me to build my own auto Inferno team. So I think friend support in dungeon is going to be an incredible thing. We have Union boss with friend, we have Phantom Theater, we can rely on our friend. How come your friend cannot help you with this content? That's just kind of weird. But that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.